Somewhere, deep in the Ozark woods, lurks the two people everyone tries to avoid the most. If you're not careful, they may find you before you find them. Okay, let me find my feet down here. We got to decide a day that we're going to take this computer, crack her open, and get it, blow all the dust out of it without ruining it, causing static electricity. But then look at the number on that, on the
memory
on
card,
the memory card,
memory stick,
the RAM, and see what number it is, so we know what. Because we think we might be able to upgrade to 16 gig, right?
Mm-hmm.
We only got 4 in there now, but there's supposed to be 2 slots. We just got to find out how many pins.
Yep.
And if we can get
240 or whatever.
if we can get an 8 gig stick with the right configuration, so we could get 16. So we need to decide the day we're going to do that. We won't be recording that day. We need to also figure out what we're going to, because we've decided that we can't edit on this program that we record on, so we're going to have to use the purchased program that we've got. What do we do? The 50 or 60 little shorts, we don't have to do anything to those.
Yeah, I do.
What do you got to do to those?
Upload them and see if I can edit the pictures.
Why do you have to edit the pictures?
Because some of them are blurred and jacked up. That's fine. They're not all clear.
Well, those were well, if they're not clear, then they weren't. They were rejects that just never got erased.
But they had some good jokes up there.
Well, there should be a clear one. I redid it.
Yeah, check. I would check.
Because those were the TikToks that I did, so I had to edit down. Well, the original was still there that I did on my phone, and then I had to run it through the edit program and get it down to 60 seconds.
Okay.
So there's a lot of them that are at different stages of being edited. So you could find the original length one that wasn't edited, or you can find all of those TikToks. I think if I remember right, TikTok, you were limited to 60 seconds or something, or 90 seconds or something. And it was real tricky to get it down to where you were like I tried to keep it within 1 second, or otherwise it might reject it. So I think I tried to keep them all at 59 seconds or less. So, but anyway, no, except so we can get something up there, because there's like 50 or 60 of them. And then we need to decide. I'm getting really loud because I'm getting close. Are we gonna? We don't want to, like, okay, we've got.
I would not be posting this whole thing as one video.
No, but I
I
think.
figured out how to do it. As you watch one, whatever video you watch it, and you're critiquing that video, that's one.
Well, not just critique. I mean, it's
you know
not.
what I mean? Giving your input on it, that's one, and that'll be one, because you'll have like 10 of them in a whole 3-hour thing.
Yeah. Well, no, but then I think there's some of them to where there's like an hour long that's several shows in a row, but it's all on the same topic or same direction. And then, because, I mean, there's some times that I like, Simon. Some of his shows are little short, 20-minute.
And you dragged it on for an hour and a half.
But then some of his shows, his actual recording, are, an hour and a half. So, I mean, there's some of them that are worth listening to. And then because like there's some of them when I'm in there by myself, and I get off. I like you said, I may talk for an hour straight. Now you may have to make a part A and a part B, but in the real world, you'd want to try to keep it as because it's a coherent, cohesive, or make an autoplay option to where. But but there's times you only got a couple of minutes, and that's what the shorts were designed for, just quick little chuckle. But then there's the times that you just want to get back. Like we'll watch some of these, like this What Was Life Like for a Normal Citizen in Ancient Rome. That's 3 hours. We may sit down and watch that for 3 hours and do our comment and commentary and ends up with 6 hours of video, but no, you're not going to do that for a solid 3 hours. We could break it up. But I think there's several times that we've watched some of these little shows that were only 5 or 10 minutes that we didn't really talk. We're just watching it. Well, we don't need to post that. But then my question, and I'm just asking, my question is, okay, say we got one of these that's
Stop the recording.
What?
Because I'm going to have to edit all of this out. Stop the recording.
No, because this is our thought process of how we design the show. But okay, say we watch something for 10 minutes before we start talking about it, and then when we end up carrying on a 40-minute conversation, and then watch the last 5 minutes of the show. You don't want to, because I work I think of these shows as another person in the conversation, and we're carrying on a conversation with them and about them, and then they spur thoughts, just like if we were reading, a book club. But to get to where we were having our conversation, if the first 10 or 20 minutes of the program leads into what our thought process developed, I think that's worth leaving in. Don't you? Or do you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But then also, my thought of this whole thing is with the COVID lockdown, we don't.
But what you're going to have to do is understand. Right now, we don't have the ability to post 2 and 3 hour videos up on Facebook. I'm not Facebook, but YouTube, if I'm not mistaken, due to the parameters because they're new.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to need you to do is realize that when you're having these conversations, that I cannot post them as one whole thing.
Well, I understand that too. We can break them up, and then you could do like those where the auto, or later on, when you become so popular that we can post a 2 hour, then you can post those back as out of the historical archive. Deeper thoughts.
No, you're not understanding what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. You can't, yeah.
You can't do that because then that's just, to me, for what we are able to do right now, yes, it's good to do and keep them on a computer for, archival, but these things are going to have to be chopped severely.
I agree to a point, but.
And where I can chop it may not be an appropriate place.
But then you don't want to get to where it looks like we're being, because basically this is like we're FaceTiming our kids. We can't be around each other because of the lockdown and so this is, if you were to fire up the FaceTime and you can sit there for an hour and a half, chit chat with your mom and your sister, if they're all, that's,
Yes, I get that.
Okay, and that's what this is.
I understand.
This is a window. So the kids could pop up and say, okay, they posted this on 12/16 at 2:34 a.m. Okay, they look like they're doing okay. Yeah, I don't have to. Here's the timestamp, so I didn't know they didn't fake it. They're both breathing. They look like they ate. Yeah, they're okay. So they can't say, you don't let us know, we worry about you. How many times do they get, we worry about you because you need to be calling more. We can post this shit and go, you want to know how we're doing? Here's 3 hours of continuous video. We ain't faking anything because we can't fake it for 3 hours. Well, you just posted 5 minutes here and 5. You cherry pick. You're actually laying on. You could get 5 minutes of good, healthy picture and then pass it. No, this is 3 hours of straight stupidity. We're doing okay. See my point?
Yeah, but
Okay.
you see what I'm saying.
I know.
You need to start being mindful of the time.
I
that
know.
you're recording.
I know.
So you need to start being mindful.
I know.
Like, do one video of this person. You watch one YouTube channel or whatever you're watching. Do that. Stop the recording. But then also make sure you're mindful to stay out of the rabbit hole. Stay out of the rabbit hole.
But that's where the whole entertainment part comes to. Because then that way, because
so as I can see right now, there's no way around it.
no, because I'm
just get part one, part two.
well, but see, think of it, because when we were watching the videos on how to do these, they said you cannot have it to where it's you just watching these programs, because then they get you for copyright, because they can go to their channel and you're just trying to make. That's not it. It's just
You gotta have commentary. I get
well,
that.
but that's not commentary. I don't want it to be that we're critics. I want it to be that we're like reading a newspaper article. Yeah, discussing whatever. Like we're discussing the history and the legitimacy of their techniques, or what actually, or when we're watching the current events, it's our commentary and our point of view on current events or whatever. But these are just thought provoking, and then it's us doing, or me doing, or you doing, and that would. But I didn't want to be about us. What is it? Response videos where we're okay, somebody sent me this video and wanted to know my response to it. Okay, well, that's okay every now and then, but trying to make a channel out of it after a while gets old, because I pretty much know what you're going to say, because I've listened to you enough now. I know your point of view. So anyway, no, but I know what you're saying, love, and
Okay.
I recognize your opinion, and I give it validity.
Mm-hmm.
I've taken it to heart.
Mm-hmm.
I will sincerely digest this information and
Shoot it out.
work it into the forward momentum of my. It's getting deep, isn't it?
Real big, real deep, large.
So you saying you're tired and ready to stop?
Yeah, you have 3 hours. Didn't I just say?
Well, if we go 4 more minutes, we can get an even 4 hours out of it. And then
Let me help you.
Bye.